So being at Babraham is important to us, firstly, because we get access to great laboratory facilities. And we're not just talking about the laboratory that we inhabit, but the shared services that are available on site. So things like flow cytometry and microscopy services that are here and existing that we can use and would be very expensive for us to set up ourselves. But there's also other elements that make it really important for us to be here. So number one is that we have great access to scientists from the Babraham Institute who we're collaborating and working with, and that's amazing. But also we have access to all of the other companies on site who can give help, advice, support, and it's really being in that community and not in our own isolated bubble that's so important. Being based here has really pushed our science forwards. It's done that in a couple of ways. Perhaps the most obvious is that the shared facilities that are available on site, like the flow cytometry facility, not only has that allowed us access to equipment and procedures that we just wouldn't have been able to use otherwise, but also the expertise and depth of knowledge of the staff there has been so instrumental to pushing our science forward. And they have been so generous with their time and so giving with their knowledge that it's really pushed us forwards and pushed the boundaries of what we can do in the company much further and faster than if we'd have been based somewhere else. So because of us being based here, it's enabled us to collaborate with Adrian Liston at the Babraham Institute, and that has been absolutely fantastic. His lab are doing amazing things with regulatory T cells, and it's just brilliant to be on the same campus as him, a stone's throw away from the lab. In terms of other people on site, we've also just had great advice given to us. An example would be Paul Wallace from Mission Therapeutics has been very generous in giving with his time and advice. We've also had people like Andy Richards, who's just been really giving with his time as well and has really helped us think about our journey as a company. Without being here, without being present, it would have been much harder to forge those connections. I would describe the opportunity here as you're not renting lab space, you're joining a community, you're joining a set of facilities and a set of opportunities that are going to allow you to grow in much more ways than just having a place to put your lab equipment. I think investors really see that it makes sense that we're based on the Babraham Research Campus. They can see the technologies that are available here, the facilities that are available here, and the knowledge and network that's here. What they can also see is that we're based between Cambridge and Stevenage, and of course Stevenage is a big cell therapy hub. So I think being based at the research campus here has really helped our investment journey.